Hey YouTube, NCG here, bringing to you guys another deck profile and an update to my Cyberse deck profile. Now, I love this deck and this monster type so much. It's just so fun to just do all these link summons, all these code talkers are just really fun to play with. We are having like very unique abilities in their own unique ways. And just having the Firewall Ace monster in its own deck is just so much. It just feels good. So I was really excited when Cyberse got another deck, and with another deck on the way, that comes with the last code talker that we need, and literally everything to make this deck somewhat meta relevant in terms of like just being able to extra link so easily. And with strong monsters as well. So until then, this is what I have, this is what I play with. I will be trying out this Cyberse Nightmare deck build that I've been seeing popping around and making like my own variant on that. Because there's a lot of unique combos in there and play strings that is interesting to me. So probably see a profile on that sometime in the future, but until then, this is what I have. There's been tons of thought process into this deck profile and into this deck in general. It's just absolutely insane. Like, spent days on this deck, like just figuring out how to make it work in a way that I feel like is comfortable. So, starting off with the new Stratos in the deck, Lady Debug. On normal or special summon, you can add a level 3 or so Cyberse from your deck to your hand. You can only activate it once per turn. Lady Debug searches all of your combo extenders in the deck. So monsters that literally summon themselves to the field. So you gotta have 3 Lady Debugs. Moving on to the summoners of the deck, what I call is the summoners of the deck. These are monsters that literally summon other monsters, whether it's from the hand, grave, deck. If it summons tokens, it's also pretty much classed as a summoner in the deck. I've literally constructed the deck in ways that, in the way that you have a good mix of both summoners and extenders, so monsters that summon other monsters and monsters that summon themselves, to help get a good hands. Literally 90% of the time you'll have a hand where you can at least make 2 link 3s. So it's really nice and consistent with that. So Balance the Lord, gotta have 3 of him, pay 1000 life points, normal summon Cyberse in addition, and if it's banished, you can special summon level 4 or lower from your hand. Then we have the new Cyberse gadget, so happy this card's finally come out. Literally revives a level 2 or lower monster from the graveyard, but its effects are negated, and if it leaves the field, you get a token. Next I have 2 Widget Kids. I've gone low on him just because Lady Debug can search it, so I don't need 3 copies of this in theory, and 2 copies are going pretty well. A normal special summon, you can special summon a Cyberse from your hand, just nice and easy. Then I have pretty much the best card in the deck, 2 Prompt Horn. Again, like Widget Kid, I dropped it down to 2 because I have Lady Debug to search it, and I also have 1 for 1 to still search it as well. But you contribute another Cyberse that's level 4 below on your field, special summon normal Cyberse from your hand, from your deck or grave, whose total level is equal to that level. So you'll most of the times tribute a level 4, but there are times where we also tribute level 3, but either of those levels is brilliant because you will get 3 new vanillas on the field to make your link plays. So those are the summoners in the deck. I do have now on to the extenders. 2 backup secretary, we have ways to search it now thanks to debug, so we don't need to play 3 like in my previous build I had before. But just a really good extender, just being able to special summon itself if you have Cyberse. Then I have 1 Dot Scaper, just really all around good, special summoning itself from either the grave or banished, but you can only use each once per duel. And then I have the new Dongle Corn, and it's special summon, you get a token. There are ways to special summon it, but it's also a dark attribute which becomes important when it comes to our spell cards. And then to round up the deck, I do play 1 Bitron and 3 Protrons. These are the vanilla ratio that just works so well for me, and just literally gets all the vanillas that you need off your Prompt Horn. For spells, still probably the best spell in the deck is 3 Silent Backdoors. Being able to search a Cyberse by banishing a Cyberse is just really good, and it also returns that Cyberse and it can attack directly, so you can get some nice game enders with that. The 1141, like I said before, to get your prompt horn and your dot scaper and even your dongle corn. And then I have 3 Allure Darkness just to get this deck some draw power that it needs to get to the combo pieces that you need. Literally, if you resolve Prompt Horn once, you shouldn't have to resolve it again. And also Dongle Corn is another option to banish. In my build before, I did have Draconet, which is also another option to banish of the Allure Darkness. Again, same as Prompt Horn. If you resolve it once, you shouldn't have to resolve it again. So the remaining copies are there to help deck fin through Allure Darkness. If you're not comfortable with Allure Darkness, that's fine. It's just something that I'm comfortable with to give the deck just a bit more consistency. You could probably take these out for upping your Prompt Horn to 3, Secretary to 3, and your Widget Kid to 3, just so you can see those options, or you can see those monsters sooner by taking out the Allure. I also have the 3 Scapegoats. Scapegoat is just Scapegoat, it's nothing more to say. And then I have 3 revival spells in the forms of Soul Charge, World Legacy, Succession, and Monster Reborn. These just help get your monsters back. And I also am taking in the 2 copies of Signet Storm and 1 Terraforming. This is a really fun tech while also giving your monsters in place protection. Linked summons cannot be negated, and all linked monsters gain 500 attack and defense. And if you take 2,000 or more damage from an attack, you can actually then just special summon a random Cyberse monster from your extra deck. But to do that, you have to shuffle your deck and just lick and excavate the top card. And if it is a Cyberse, you get to summon it. If it's not, it goes back. Our whole extra deck is just Cyberse monsters, so you'll always get something off it. Testing, I actually got Deco Talk off this, which is pretty fun. And then to round up the deck, I do have the Solemn Brigade. The theory is having just standard generic plays that just literally get off 2 link monsters every turn, and just backing that up with a back row. It's been going very well for me, that theory, and I'm actually not going to get rid of that theory until the next deck comes out, where it's just going to literally going to be, I'm going to extra link you, and you're going to deal with it. Cyberse style. Instead of Goki style, which is a deck that I love. Sorry, I've been playing Goki since like day 1, so it's just me. So that's the main deck. The extra deck is just literally use Saku extra deck in its own way. So fun, 1 Firewall Dragon, double Transcode Talker, because Transcode just literally not only starts your plays but resumes your plays and also recovers your plays. There's just so many things that Transcode Talker does with this deck that I had to have him at 2. 1 Decode Talker, 1 Encode Talker, 1 Xcode Talker, and 1 Power Code Talker. Just literally 1 each of the Code Talkers. I'm actually tempted to add in Recoded Alive in this deck, just because I'm actually playing all the Code Talkers. So that literally, that trap has so many options to summon off it. But all these Code Talkers have their own unique purposes and situations. You're mostly going into Transcode and Xcode most of the times. Pretty much every turn 1 actually. If you can make it, you'll do that, just because you get a nice strong defense out of that. Then I have Link 2s of Honeybot, Flame Administer, Pence Stag, Proxy Dragon, and the Underclock Taker. Just really nice generic standard Link 2s for this deck. That just give the decks just plenty of options to go into with. And then I round it up with 1 Link Spider, 1 Link Disciple, and 1 Link Karibo for those Link ones to help start your plays. And that, guys, is the deck. I hope you all enjoyed it. Leave your comments down below what you think of this build and what you think of my theory on this deck. It's a theory that has been working well for me, and it's a theory that I'm going to be sticking with again until the next structure deck comes out, where the whole deck's going to get a whole new revamp to literally just be as consistent as it can, producing those extra lanes, or at least in the case, stupidly strong boards, Cyber style. So, as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, guys, as always, keep having fun.